Yeah, bro, I'm just testing the route. See you up. What channel you want? Sniper? Hold on. Testing, testing. You got audio? Yeah, we got audio. We good. Got visual? All right, shalom, shalom. Brother, real Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. First off and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory being to Yahweh, double honors to the other apostles and great millstone and salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Can you get Isaiah 47 chapter? Right? Because America, as you know it, is done with. It's the end of the world, and you know it. All right?
Isaiah 47.
All the prophecies are lining up. You're getting ready for a financial collapse, and all chaos will ensue after that, man. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne.
Right, sit in the dust. Confusion, man. That's, hey, first of all, that's what this place promotes. But that's all that this place is going to have, man. People are going to run around like chickens with their head cut off, man.
Yep.
All right? Confusion. Go ahead.
God. It says, O daughter of the Chaldean, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Right, because America looks like the land of promise, if you will. Right? The land of gold. Right? The land of opportunity. Matter of fact, the Lord called Babylon the golden cup in his hand. All right? It's no longer going to be elevated on that phase. Go ahead.
Take the millstones and grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg.
Right, because all America's shameful spewing is being shown, man.
Oh yeah.
From slavery to its democracy, to its wayward doctrines, all right, and things of that nature. Its policies, everything, man. Everybody sees America for the devil that it is.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Right, so the Lord said, I will not meet thee as a man. The first time Yahushua came, he came in the flesh. Now he's coming in God mode. All right, Isaiah 63 and 1. That's how Yahushua is going to return. To inflict what? All right, pain and punishments upon you heathen, and also you 2/3 niggas. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, verse 4, as for our Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. And that lets you know it's not for the whole world, man. All right? Only for Israel.
Right, who's this daughter of Babylon? Right, this is not talking about ancient Babylon. It said the daughter of Babylon. Right, even David prophesied about that in Psalms 137 chapter, man. All right, O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed.
All right.
Okay.
It says, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldean, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms.
Right, no longer called the lady of kingdoms, man.
Right.
All right, you got the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, lady of
Right.
liberty.
Matter of fact, can somebody get Revelations 18? Because it says, I should sit as a queen forever. All right. And what the Lord's going to do to this place? He said, you should know widowhood and the loss of children in one day. All right? So ultimately, this place will be destroyed with thermal nuclear fire and chariots, man. Go ahead.
This book of Revelations 18, we started at the top.
Yeah, they go hand in hand. Go straight to the point.
This is book of Revelations 18 and 7. It says, this book of Revelations 18 and 5, it says, for her sins have reached unto heaven.
Really start at the top, man. Really, in real life, man. Just take your time.
This is the book of Revelations 18 and 1. It says, and after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And it says, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils.
What's going to happen? When those nukes drop, guess who's going to be cracking the clouds? Yahweh Shai and the angels, man. Matter of fact, the angels going to have to roll before Yahweh Shai even comes. Right? But that's the ultimate strangeness of our salvation that you people are going to see. Go ahead.
God, only desert creatures gonna grow here. You know? Ain't gonna be no more human cattle in America. It's only gonna be creatures that can survive radiation and desert conditions, man.
And it says, in the hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Right, which the brother just went into. Same thing that's spoken about in Isaiah, the 13th chapter. Go ahead.
And it says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Right, her policies, her democracy, her bullshit, man. Jeremiah speaks about all the nations being mad, man.
I'm getting it right now.
Hey, the Elder Malcolm always going to that democracy, that demonic rule. You know?
Democracy. Yep. Rule of demons, man. Go ahead.
It says, with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich.
Right. Who's the merchant city? Babylon the Great, man. All this commerce.
Yep, import everything.
Yep. All this trade. Why is everything based off of this stock market? Right, the petrodollar.
Yep, the world, this economy is rising close to the US dollar.
Yep.
And that's why the nations are mad. They got to build this whole, whatever judgment comes to America, they got to suffer it, man. You know?
It says, through the abundance of her delicacies. Verse 4, it says, I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
Right, because what's going to happen? That wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. All right, come up hither. All right?
First Thessalonians, the 4th chapter, Revelation, the 11th chapter. We should dwell in the cloud, well, we will elect. We should dwell in the cloud with Yahweh Shai. And this one should be forevermore. You know, that's what First Thessalonians 4 tells us. So we're going to be, Lord willing, we're going to be up there until judgment pass, man.
That's what it says in Isaiah. I think it's the 13th chapter or the 26th chapter.
26.
Yeah, it said, until the indignation be overpassed. So you know it's physically talking about going into a vessel and leaving the earth until the judgment is overpassed. All right?
It says that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Right, and only the elect, all right, is going to be in that, what was it, first resurrection. All right? Because we ain't going to have no part in that second death. Go ahead.
And that's why I said, this is not your rest, because this place is about to be destroyed. And it says, verse 5, it says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities.
Right, Lord never forget.
That's what happened with Sodom and Gomorrah. It said that the cry of Sodom reached into the Lord. And what he do, he came and destroyed it with fire. Same thing with America. They're going to get that example of what was left of Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, fire and brimstone. All right, now it's time to repent, because soon ain't going to be no more us out here telling your ass to repent. It's going to be just slave city. All right, then Psalm 91, he said, hide in the secret place of the Lord. They're going to be out here teaching, man. You know?
Verse 6, it says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works, and the cup which she hath filled to her double.
And that's the judgment. And the thing, a point I always make about this is you really got to see the atrocities that we went through, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans actually went through. All right, we the people of the Lord. We the apple of the Lord's eye. So if he did that to us, imagine what he gonna do to these crackers, man. And these sad niggas, these fucking goops, and everybody, and all these other unnecessaries out here outside of you Israelites, man. The Lord is really gonna put his foot in their ass, man. Viciously. That's why in the book of Daniel, the 12th chapter, said a time like it's never been.
Right. A time when Michael, the archangel, has to come back and get down. Imagine a time like that, man. Okay? Go ahead.
And it says, verse 7, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she said in her heart, I sit a queen, and I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
Right, and so this is the mentality of the elite Americans, but ultimately Esau. Ain't nobody gonna take me down. You're gonna be around forever. Just like that Psalm 6, is that 64 and 11? That they name the lands after their own name, and they think they're going to continue forever. All right, this is his mindset, man. Yet he doesn't realize that the Lord gave him a set bound. All these great nations and kingdoms came and passed on this earth. So what makes Babylon different? Right? This ain't the kingdom that's gonna last forever. There is a kingdom that will last forever. Right? And that's written in Daniel, the 7th chapter. Right? That's the kingdom of Israel.
I got that song to go.
Go ahead.
This Psalm 49 and 11. It said the inward thought is that their houses.
This is the white man's thought. But yet in Wisdom of Solomon 2, he'll say our time is short. and we're like the grass that withered away.
Well, he's in denial.
Right.
Because, James says he doesn't believe in truth. They believe that they make the loophole the Lord. They know the Lord set up bounds they can't pass. They knew that we were going to wake up at one point. They see us out here, they know these things we saying, they scared of them. But in their mind, they think they can loophole the way
That's some
around.
litigation.
Right.
It says, Psalms 49:11. It says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. And that's not talking about nobody else but the so-called white man. All right, because he's the one that did that. And the Lord is going to judge him for that. You got more?
It says, verse 8, it says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh who judges her.
Right, strong is Yahweh who judges her. This is the judgment of the Lord. All right? It said, hey, matter of fact, it says an hour. Okay? This place is about to be hit with all types of plagues, man. Like, what's that? Second Esdras? It says I should smite Egypt with plagues as I did before. What Egypt was he talking about? This Egypt. Same Egypt spoken about in Revelation 11th chapter. All right? Sodom, Gomorrah, all right? Nineveh. This was this place that Yahweh Shai is speaking about, man.
Babylon, Assyria. It's all one big ball of confusion, man. That's going to get rolled up with smoke. No pun intended. You niggas love that.
Verse 9, and it says, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication.
Right, you are the nations. You are the nations that's in bed with America. Go ahead.
And live deliciously with her.
Because they got rich, especially the Moabites. Y'all went from wearing fucking robes to fucking suits and shit, man. Because you want to be just like this Edomite, man.
Alibaba and them.
Right.
Got the little tie. You know what I'm saying? Got the shit on their head.
Right.
One motherfucking suit and tie.
Now they in suits and ties, man.
Weak ass Stacey Adams.
And it says, shall bewail her.
They ain't wearing no face.
I ain't said that. You niggas wear suits because you can't dress no more.
Right. That's true. Go ahead.
And it says, shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
Right, because who they going to get rich off of now? All right, it talks about the dogs licking the wounds of Jacob. Who's the biggest, or the most people here that fucking spend money?
The biggest consumers.
Niggas.
There you go, man.
Foreigners are the biggest consumers, man.
Yep.
That shit crazy.
They the high commodity, man, because even the so-called stock market started with selling Negroes. They never stopped. Niggas are high commodity, man. You gotta watch that old ass video. It's like a video from the 30s or the 50s or some shit that how to sell a Negro. Y'all probably seen it, but
I make them feel good.
Yeah.
Tell them that.
Yeah.
You got, and just like today, you got to buy the Louis V, you got to buy this, these certain brands to feel like you made it in this world. That's how they brainwash you niggas. And at the end of the day, even when you're talking about Italian leather or shit like that, leather is leather. Hey, clothes are clothes, man. Go ahead.
And it says,
That's a complaint they make. America is the biggest. America imports everything. We hardly produce anything of ourselves now. That's how generations got to be. No,
Not even our own oil. It goes in. Right?
yeah, it's 14 minutes and 44 seconds.
We literally had our own
Soft
pipeline
ass nigga.
going to, what was that, North
Yeah,
Dakota? Had our own pipeline. Biden got in office and canceled that, man. A true kingdom, a true nation is sufficient of itself. Okay? Go ahead. That nigga said, "Oh man, go ahead."
It says,
You lean this tree on that tree. Mark the tree. That man says, that tree.
back in that Revelations 18 and 10, it says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city. It says, for 1 hour is thy judgment come.
Right, in 1 hour is that judgment come. Right? It's not gonna take those missiles no time to get over her. Especially when a lot of them coming from Russia. Russia ain't nowhere from Alaska, ain't nowhere from Canada,
They're
North
together.
America. It's
really
together.
together.
Man.
Yeah, the bitch said it. Sarah Palin, right? Sarah Palin, yeah. She said, Russia's in our
Right.
backyard.
There you go.
I claim if ain't nobody did it, man. I'm down for that White Castle.
White Castle. You guys should push through. Go ahead.
Verse 11, it says, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. And it
Right.
says,
Why is it that no man buyeth her merchandise anymore? Because there's no store to go to buy it from, because this store called America is destroyed. All right? Ain't gonna be no Alibabas over here in the desert animals trying to sell some
Scorpion.
Right, scorpions and pistachios. They some pistachios. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Alibaba.
it says, verse 12, it says, the merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones, and of pearls and fine linen, and purple and silk, and scarlet, and all thine wood, and all manner of vessels of ivory, and all manner of vessels of most precious wood, and of brass and iron and marble.
Wood. Hey, America had some of the best lumber you can ever buy. All right, the vast majority of America at one point in time, a squirrel could go from California to New York without setting a fucking foot on the ground, man. All right? And look how much of this country they destroyed.
That's it.
Go ahead, Pops, get it in.
I wish you would have done it.
I am going to.
Try to come Nazarite to camp.
No.
He ain't even got his garment on.
They trying to do that. But yeah, hey, they
Hold on, brothers. Hold your peace, huh?
Damn, man.
Right. Nigga ain't even saying shit.
He's thinking the precept. Damn, man. Go ahead,
Nah,
Pops.
but I was saying about that, like you said, they was the where Solomon was sending people over here to get that.
Yep, that good wood. Go ahead.
And it says, verse 13, it says, and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and
Slaves. The land of the north. All right? Who's over here in captivity till this day? You Israelites. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And who's making money off your black asses?
Everybody else.
And you like this. It was slavery was outlawed. I believe it was Cuba. Well, country, no, they outlawed slavery. But they said they when they got Mexican, they told them, look, just come work for this low ass price. When they got there, they paid them shit. You know, the Northern Kingdom, y'all Mexicans want to be so different from us. Y'all went through the same shit we went through, man. Y'all got hung like us. Y'all was enslaved like us. Y'all at the bottom just like us. And y'all even say nigga just like us, man.
Yep, same people, man. But see, that's how much Esau will beat your ass, man. Alright? Yeah, a lot of you, man, I was crazy. I woke up to the Mexican soap opera the other day, just like you watching. Bro, when you look at their faces, they really want to be Edomite. They all collared up, smooth, beard, blue eyes and shit. They really want to be fucking Edomite, man.
They do. I was with Abraham yesterday, man, and I was telling him, I said, because this brother's a so-called Mexican for people who don't know, you know, but I was with the brother Abraham. I said, man, you know how you know Mexicans and niggas the same people when they some coons? Because black parents, I tell they daughter to get with a white man and not a black man, and the Mexicans do the same shit. Make the race whiter.
Yeah, like
they got that same demon on them.
It's like they won the prize for getting a white man.
But
they tell their children, they tell their sons to get with their race until their daughters will get a white man.
That's what I was finna say.
That's
I was
crazy.
finna say, but the mothers, I be mad, the Mexican mothers and the so-called black mothers, when the son work at the White Castle, when he go get that sweet white meat. That's how you know. Because they are conquered and defeated people. Because when a woman goes outside her race, speaking of which, when a woman goes outside of her race, it's like the other race, like, is conquering. But when a man does it, he's the one conquering. That's how you know they are mentally defeated people, man. Because they have a problem with
And the
that.
law was called
Look at that
treachery.
white woman. Hey. Oh my. Sweet. Now look, man, the Lord did that. We just spoke the shit up. She was so receptive and felt protected.
In the law, it's called treacherous. It talks about if you get you have the woman you sell her, it's safe to sell her to another nation, you should not have power to do her treacherously. That's treacherous, man. Because you're giving her that seed. She's going to bring the seed of that man.
Yep.
All right? Like Brother Murph said, that man is conquered you now. You know, that land is now conquered. It's got he the seed in it.
Oh, the white
Correct me
man.
if I'm wrong, but hey, even when Levi and who's the what's the brother now? Dominicans.
Simeon and Levi.
Went to go kill
Them Hamites from
Hamites.
dealing with
They
Diana.
say he defiled it.
exactly. But that's just tradition. Our women don't supposed to go to these heathens. We should, hey, our women should not be dealing with no other man but an Israelite man.
Yep.
Simply put, that's law and that's tradition.
Remember, even Esther, she had to be convinced, and it was through the spirit that she dealt with.
Oh,
that
yeah.
evil.
Huh.
She had to be convinced that was through the spirit, man. You know,
Go
for
ahead.
our benefit.
Yep.
In the kingdom, guess what? She ain't gonna be with him, man. She gonna be with her brother. Yeah, that just happened for that moment.
Yeah, no.
Did Exodus 1 and 2?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I got it. Exodus 1 and 10. Come on, let us deal wisely with them. They multiply, and it come to pass that when they falleth out in war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us. So let them get out of the land. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters, afflict them, and their burden they built for Pharaoh the treasure cities of Python and Ramses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew, and they were grieved because of the children of Israel. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with grievous and made their lives bitter and hard bondage and mourning and brick, and all the manner of servants were killed. All their servants ran, they made them serve with rigor. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of one was Zipporah and the other was Puah. And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women and see them upon the stool, if it be a son,
Right. He said upon the stool, that's a squat when you have a baby. Gravity does all the work. Go ahead.
upon the stool, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. That's
Right.
exactly what Murphy was saying.
Because what? The male actually brings the nation forward. Right? Just like the same thing with Yahushua when he was born, man. Man, that's enough information you need to know on the back.
What nah, son?
Hey, Michael Jackson.
I've been thinking about that shit too, man.
And seize them upon the stool. If it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. So like the brothers was bringing out, that whole scenario. When these women, and our Israelite women, go pick up other race of men and have sex with them and bring forth their kids, then they are bringing forth that nation.
That nation. Hey, just like the Egyptian woman and her son. I mean, the Israelite woman who's amongst the mixed multitude of her son.
And her son blaspheming the Lord.
All right?
That's it. He was an Egyptian.
Go ahead. You can jump back into that Rev 18. Then we jump back into the 14. Then we go back to the Isaiah 13. Then we jump back to 34.
This is from the Revelations 18 and 14. It says, in the fruits of that, it says, in the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee.
Right, yeah, your fried foods, your delicate foods, the shit you people like to eat. Even the shit that you call delicate that's really not delicate. You get your damn fried crab claws and all this shit. Like, man, it's horrible. Go ahead.
And it says, and thou shalt find them no more at all. It says, the merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment.
Right, why are they standing afar off? It's like when you see a fucking bomb dropped on the city, everybody in the suburbs is like, oh shit, they gotta step back. Alright, that's what you other nations gonna do, standing afar off, because you're gonna watch this great place, this once great kingdom burn and become dust. That's how great the destruction is about to be, man.
Real quick, let me get this before we go into it. Because this man, just going into it, just that Isaiah we quoted earlier, going into how we going. And this shows you that we're going to need the chariots, man. This Isaiah 26 and 20. It says, come my people, enter thou, and we know that the Lord's people is the Israelites, man. So ain't no heathens getting on the chariots, man. Like that simple ass movie Independence Day.
Ain't no chariot Ubers for you, man.
This Isaiah 26 and 20. It says, come my people, enter thou into the chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. And that's what the brother's talking about. That's that indignation. It says, for behold, Yahweh cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth shall also disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. And that's going to be the judgment, man, that this verse is speaking about. You got more?
Yeah, just a little bit more. It says Revelations 18 and jumping back at 15. It says the merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. Verse 16 is saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. Verse 17 it says, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, as many as trade by sea stood afar off. Right, so these other nations are going to watch the thermonuclear destruction happen. You know, this is going to be nationwide. You know, this is going to be broadcasted. You know,
the revolution will be televised.
This is Luke 10 and 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. And because when this white man falls, when he saw evil blows, it's going to happen quickly. It's going to happen in a matter of 1 hour, man. It's not going to be a long, stretched out fall.
Right, it ain't gonna be a 7-year conquering of America. Nah, this shit's going down swiftly and quickly, man. So fast that the other nations are gonna have to take a step back and be like, what the fuck? Then they gonna have to come together to fight against Yahweh Shai, man.
this is the book of Malachi 4 and 1. It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Woo! Right, what day is that, man? That day hasn't happened yet. And I wish a nigga would tell me it happened already, man.
Well, no, because we had a memorial. When it happens, they said we'll see that smoke. It'll be a memorial.
God, so much into
that ain't happening yet.
futurism.
Hey, I got a precept. This First Thessalonians.
Get that.
First Thessalonians 5 and 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as shall fell upon a woman with child, and they should not escape. This destruction is going to come suddenly. It says they should be like the time of Noah, marrying, giving it to marriage, partying, eating, drinking. You know, these niggas still. These niggas, they get it's a whole section of niggas that's getting to the black crypto niggas, the black NFT niggas. They really they finna make it America and cure, as they call it themselves, generational curses. Only the Lord can deliver us from these things, man. And these niggas so set on Esau and his sister, all right? They think they're gonna make it out, but sudden destruction gonna come, man.
This is Matthew 24 and 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage.
This simp ass nigga, right? This soft ass nigga, right? I'm watching the damn whatever Facebook or some bullshit. This nigga, he couldn't make it in time to his wedding, so he get married to the bitch on the plane, man. Man, this world is the world before you know it is collapsing right now. But this is the spirit. No, this is the spirit that these people in, man. They in that motherfucking damn Harley Way spirit, man. That Mike Dexter spirit, man.
And all these niggas know that's that second after 16. The scourges for amendment. Everybody know about the food shortage. These niggas make jokes about it. Yeah. Taco Bell started selling chicken. They say, ain't it a wing shortage? They selling spoiled up to all this shit. Talking shit. Niggas was talking about World War III for the last couple years. They make jokes about the shit.
Yeah, this nigga woman said, and this bitch is my little cousin. She said, the grocery store look like it need to go to the grocery store.
And they don't consider change their ways.
It's a joke, man.
Hey, Isaiah the first chapter.
And she's still out there dyking. That bitch gonna die.
Eating them first burgers.
Carpet muscle, bitch.
Fucking bullshit.
And this basically came out and said, basically it's a lot of, these food distribution centers been catching on fire. So Esau is basically, actually, what's it called? Problem, action, solution. So he's purposely starving you people out.
Oh yeah, he got them. It's Amish. It's an Amish, organic Amish private club seller. Or he's a farmer. They trying to find him and basically attack him, arrest him, whatever the case is. They trying to do this because he's selling, as the article puts it, he's selling clean meat. He's already been selling meat without antibiotics. All right, he's already been doing this. He's been fine. But now it's an issue. They want to have it complete control, man.
And fucked up because Amish chicken is some of the best chicken you can have.
And the quality, you can tell the difference when you get it. Even the eggs, the yolks are more yolky.
Hey, if you get an Amish chicken and you go to the bone, if that bone is pearly white, it's a good chicken. Most chickens you get from the goddamn store, it's like gray, it's tan.
Yeah,
right.
Red bruised, the meat bruised up. And the bones, especially in the hood, they get that D-grade chicken.
Yeah.
That's why it's so cheap in the hood. Like on, what's that, 47, they got
the meat market.
All right, that shit is like C-grade, D-grade chicken. The bones are pretty. They already broke.
Right. Tell you that meat been there for a while.
Broke back chicken, man.
Oh my.
You don't know if they hit some chicken, bro.
Man, I seen them eat them. Edomites have sex with the chickens now. And
they sleep with alligators, all type of shit, bro. They fuck these things, man.
That's why you gotta pray over your food before you eat it, man. And the scriptures go into that, man. The things sold in Samuel for conscience sake. They do all type of witchcraft over this food, man. We just gotta get the fuck. Look, man, it ain't nothing you can name on one fucking finger why America shouldn't be destroyed and why we don't need deliverance, man. We really gotta get the fuck out of here, man. I watched the damn Edomite fucking fish, man. Talk about some going fishing, man.
Like that one rich dude, he made the owner, man. He was owner, like, not Papa John's. He owned one of these damn things. He was laid up on a boat with a shark, butt ass naked.
Jimmy Johns.
Jimmy Johns.
He
laid down the boat. Did he pose for the camera?
Butt ass naked.
Butt ass naked on top of the fish.
Good Lord.
Loud, man. You said that's why, hey, the Lord ain't never lied. She not bring the foul, man. They took the foul to another level.
This man is the goddamn governor. You got some more? Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
This is Matthew 24 and 21. For there shall be great tribulation, such as will not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days should be shortened.
That's what the Lord's doing. He's shortening the days. Hey, we're already in fucking May. Pretty soon it'll be June. All right, it's June. And the Lord is speeding this time up because if He didn't, hey, like the scriptures say, all flesh would die. This Edomite would take everything out, man. All right, and that's why he has to go. That's why the Lord set him bounds that he cannot pass. In Revelations 12 and 12, he has but a short time to rule. So, of course, in that short time, he's going to be a maniac. He's going to be an ultimate devil.
Yeah, that's what's talking second chapter.
Yo,
They said, let us use the world speedily. That's in the days about you. They show that with the world. If you find a resource, they gonna find a way to craft and capitalize on it, to make money off of it. Capitalism. All right, and then overwork it, man. They're gonna overuse the resource till it's damn near gone. Look how many animals that stick. Hey, even your soil, they overwork the soil so much. I forget the exact amount of minerals supposed to be in just your regular soil. It's so fucked up. It was down to like 5 minerals in your soil now, man. This was like 10 years ago when I heard this.
Yeah, we
So it's
done.
probably worse. I remember I was watching the video.
It's done.
It was 52. I threw it a high ass number. And it was like 5 or 7 left in the soil.
This ain't no
So
last time.
it's on the less now.
It ain't no last time.
Yeah.
The scriptures tell you about the last time. The Lord give you. When you go into the
6 years to work the land,
Yep.
and on that 7th year, you're not supposed to harvest anything.
And that's-
Everything that comes up gets a chance to go through its full mutation and go
God
back down
fertilize
and go
the
back
earth.
into the
When
earth.
it comes, ice come over the ground. That ice melt in springtime. Everything's good and ready to rock again.
And that's the last time. The Lord give you a pattern of how to govern the land, economy. He gives you a welfare system. He gives you how to build a dynasty, so to speak. You know how to deal with family. The laws, statutes, and commandments in the Bible, all right, governs everything. These are the ways of life.
Right.
Go ahead.
This book of Revelations 11 and 18. It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they shall be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and unto the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
You see that? It said them that fear thy name, man. And I ran into some monkey ass niggas, right? They was down here by the water tower, man. And I was down here with my boots on the ground, man. I was on some folly, man. You know what I'm saying? Checking bitches and shit. And I just seen 6 dudes, man. And they just walked up to me, man. They had a demon on them, man. They just get to talking about JC, man. I cursed the niggas out. I put the curses on them in Hebrew. I told them they were some bitches. All type of shit, man. They don't fear the name of the Lord. Look, I don't give a fuck, man. A prophet is a prophet, man. I don't give a fuck what I'm doing, man. Look, man. Them niggas really pissed me off, man. And normally, you know, I just be like, you know, these niggas, man. Them niggas was interrupting my time, man. Fuck you out here on the bullhorn talking about JC. And lo and behold, it was 2 black niggas and about 4 Ephraimites, man. Just all niggas, man. Niggas, man. Talking about JSUS. That's why the Lord, look, man. Read that over, man. Because the Lord ain't saving you niggas. And I told them niggas they was going to be destroyed with thermonuclear fire, man.
That's
As
right.
And he talk about what about the scriptures. I said, what if you got a line, nigga? What do you mean? You got a line. Read that.
This is the book of Revelations 11 and 18. And it says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great. And
Right. Only the elect, small and great, them that fear that name. Them that stood so stiffly for the name.
Right.
Shit, nobody better. Go ahead.
and shouldest destroy them which destroyeth the earth.
Right, and who's destroying the earth? What color is it? If thou can tell.
Right.
Fucking red.
Even-
Edomite, man.
Even
Right.
even basic things on the earth is destroyed.
Right, this nigga got 1 billion tons of space debris. Just floating the fuck around the earth, man.
Oh. What about the ocean?
Classic Islands.
Right. Besides the Texas. And everybody in the world, if they stood next to each other, can fit in Texas alone. Pull off on them bitches. Pull off on them black fat bitches. Damn, man.
If it was a dude, they would have kept going.
Yeah, if it was a black man, yeah. Goofy ass nigga, dear mama ass nigga, man. I hope they run. It don't matter if he talk. They rush into their destruction anyway.
Go ahead.
It says, 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and
Right,
the
It
elements.
says the Lord is coming. The day of the Lord is coming like a thief, man.
That's what I told them.
That's why it's about watching, man. It's about watching. You niggas out here caught up in whatever bullshit going on in the world instead of watching the signs of heaven. When the prophets out here rising early, telling you not these abominable things that the Lord hates. But instead of listening to the prophets, you want to kill us, and then you go listen to some damn coon ass nigga that's leading you to death, man. But don't worry, man. You're gonna get caught off guard, man. So I get that second edge line on deck. They had liberty, they had loads of laws.
It says, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also.
You know how hot something got to be to turn glass. Glass is made from sand. You burn sand, it turns to glass. You know how hot something got to be to turn glass back to fucking dust? back to sand, man. The Lord is coming with fury. Hey, real quick, real quick, just one quick verse. At least one. Jeremiah 5:22. All morning, man.
They know you out here, man.
I got it. And that's, hey, look, you know I ain't want to say it, right? But I was going to say it. I said, man, I've been out here for 3 hours campaigning, bro. I can stand over there for 20 minutes and 5 bitches to walk up. Like, didn't nobody say nothing. The whole spirit was weird. Something told me to go by the water tower. All the bitches down there. It wasn't nothing. Only thing down there was the nigga. I said, this why I went outside. And I just went over there and got the crazy them whole ass niggas out. Man. I said, this is why I went outside. I'm like, man, I'm gonna go back home. I'm like, man, just don't go back home. Man, God knows, bro. I cursed the niggas out for a good 5 minutes.
They can't say they ain't been warned.
Yep.
This Jeremiah 5:22. Fear ye not me, saith Yahweh, will ye not tremble at my presence, which I have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by perpetual decree, that it cannot pass it.
And you know, water is so powerful. You see what happened in hurricanes and tsunamis. But the Lord set it up where the water always go right back to the water. It don't go past the sand and stay there and make it take over. The Lord send it back. He's in control. And it starts off what? Fear ye not me. Hearing these words, the destruction that's coming, how do not your mind have to take careful consideration on what your next step's going to be in life, man? How can you not do that, man? The Lord is coming. The Lord function up every day. It says the Lord just comes every morning, but the wicked go of no shame. But imagine when he comes in his festivity, man. You're not going to fear that? You got to be crazy, man. You got to be fucking nuts. But look at the shit the Lord do just on the regular, man. Right. Our bitch is walking by the bus trip. Right when the bus was just perfect timing, so the bus was put off, no time to stop and squash her fucking watermelon, literally. Shit splattered like Gallagher, man. Alright?
Hey, I got some.
Imagine when he's bringing judgment, man. Let him finish this out real quick first.
And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it?
That's the mighty power we're dealing with. That controls the waters. He got a balance on the waters you can't even see. It's just he put the word on there, the decree, and that's what it is. That's how powerful Yahweh Shai is. How can you not fear that, man? But the Lord is saying he's bringing this great destruction. A destruction when you go to, it says, weeping and gnashing of teeth. All right? How you not going to fear that, man? You got to be a sick goddamn bastard. Half-dead motherfucker.
This verse 23. Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 23. But this people have a revolting and a rebellious heart. They are revolted and gone.
That's the nation we're dealing with. They don't want to repent and return to the Lord, man. Mm-hmm. How they want to go and lynch their own understanding. Right. They want to go after that party and bullshit spirit. Yep. They want to go after the flesh. That's what it boils down to. They don't want to correct themselves, man. Right. They can't see themselves not get to enjoy the new trend on TikTok. They don't get to go enjoy the next trendy fried lobster dish that pops on TikTok, man. And they can't shake their ass no more. And this bitch gotta cover up. This man can't be a sodomite. He can't be some whole ass nigga. He can't throw his brothers no more. These niggas are wicked, man. These niggas worse than Esau, man.
Definitely, 100%.
The Lord said that these surpass the deeds of the wicked, and you gotta really understand that the Lord created Esau to be wicked. You niggas really bodybuilding your way into wickedness. Some niggas are just born large individuals. Big eye, Shemaiah, you know, some dudes, the Murph, have really built that up. You niggas are like, you niggas have body built your way. Wickedness to wickedness, man. That's crazy. And they could have slapped some muscle of wickedness on their body.
Hey, Isaiah 1 says they are laden.
Yeah, laden. That's how you get slapped. Before a slab.
So we ain't talking about on your tires, man.
I got that second extra.
Yes, I got one.
Boom! Oh! Oh, I got some fast reflexes.
Bro, the spirit told me it was gonna happen, bro.
Well, I'm glad you listened to the spirit, bro.
Somebody wallet on the floor.
Wallet.
Somebody wallet.
That alligator
Oh, that's
wallet
mine.
on
The one, if you got money in it,
Alligator
got
press when I
money
step
in
on it. Alligator press when I step on it.
This verse 24. Neither say they in their heart, let us now fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai, our power, that giveth rain, both the former and the latter, in his season.
Right, they didn't consider, man. After all this hell we've been in America, they still don't consider return to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man.
God.
They don't want the Lord. Ultimately, you know, we like to go into Esau set this shit up, and that's why fuck niggas up, which is true. Because Esau said the system of these niggas learned this shit. But these niggas back in Expo was already on this shit. Proverbs say they desired the dead of people. Man, they wanted this trap. They wanted the ability to do whatever the fuck they want to do. And Esau only gave them the boards to play the game.
no man. Kings don't
How many of y'all actually kings out there?
Every last one of us. Keep on.
It said,
that's
he
why he's
reserved
reigning over you.
unto us
I'm
the
gonna let it be
appointed
done.
weeks
That's the only
of the
disciple.
harvest.
Anoint you. He pronounced my name, bitch. You don't know.
He reserveth unto us the appointed
That's the
weeks.
black woman for you.
That's a game.
That's even worse. I thought it was a former. Enjoy your day. I thought that was a former. When I heard the voice, I thought that was a former.
That's straight deal.
You never know these days.
But he won't understand it. We all kings, including himself.
Right.
Damn.
Oh, man. Go ahead.
A motherfucking nigga in pink boots with makeup on that identifies as a woman.
Blonde hair.
Lord,
Hey, they blur that line, man, because these actual females, they be wearing them long eyelashes.
and
all
then
that
make
makeup.
him look like, yeah. Because when it was right there, I said, that's a damn black woman coming up.
When you go to jail, you gonna fucking put in the woman's side. What you say, Merc? Ronnie Coleman they ass in the wickedness.
Yeah, building up big slabs. And see, it never fails. It never fails. It never fucking fails, man.
They declare they sin and Sodom. They hide it not.
It never fails, man.
Slabs of wickedness, man. Motherfucking, what was that Hercules cartoon? He was carrying all the stones. That's they doing wickedness, man.
Yeah, he was carrying them big ass
That
stones.
wicked ass nigga say on what's it called? That's a man, Buddha. I know it's a man. Arguing with these damn boys.
His hands was big as Nazariah's.
The jawline was so strong, man.
These kings over here.
He walked straight up on that. We kings.
Go ahead.
Oh, you got it.
Got some cigarettes.
You already a
Fag smoking the fag.
This is Malachi 1:6. A son honoreth his father and a servant his master. If I then be a father, where's my honor? And if I be a master, where's my fear, says Yahweh of hosts, until you priests that despise my name. And ye say, where have we despised thy name? You people don't understand. We out here telling you how the Lord thinks, what he feels, how he goes. And y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all want to stay laden with this Edomite and his sin and his wickedness to the point that there's no cloak for you. You're not going to have a cloak. There's nothing for you. All there is destruction, bitter destruction. You have it coming. You earned it. And then some.
Will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
So what manners of person ought you to be? You're supposed to be walking in fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, studying to show yourself approved, proving all things, man. All right, standing on your watchtower, watching. Okay, go ahead.
That's right. Hey, when you go into that word for godliness, it goes into the word of reverence, respect, having that fear of the Lord. That's the holy conversation we're supposed to be moving in.
Right,
Man.
your conduct.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It says, verse 12, looking forward and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Lord.
Right, how many of you people doing that? Waiting on Yahweh Shem Shai. Alright? Waiting for Yahweh Shem Shai to come back and save the elect. Waiting for Yahweh Shem Shai to come back and destroy the wicked. How many of you guys are hastening in that day? How many of you guys are actually standing on your watch doing the things you're supposed to do for Yahweh Shem Shai so you can get saved out of here? Huh? Because you got a lot of niggas falling off. Go ahead.
At the very end.
Right, at the very end at that, man.
It's not even it's not even Tyrion no more. The prophecies is going off the pages, man. And then you want to leave the battlefield? You leaving your brothers on the battlefield, man?
Hey, you know
Are you
what's crazy?
fucking? Oh, Salaki.
No, through the spirit, because I had text St. Benji this lesson. You can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. Like, for real.
No, God.
Because you're going to feel the heat one way or another.
Yeah.
And then, that's my profession. I'm a chef. So I'm cooking on the line. I'm getting grease popped on me and shit like that. I said, God damn, fuck it. I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep on cooking. A lot of you niggas, spiritually, can't take grease getting popped on you, man. And those are called afflictions. So guess what you do? Oh, let me go back to the world. Oh, let me just worry about work. Let me worry about my wife. Let me worry about my kids, man. Fuck all that shit. What of persons you supposed to be in this time, man? Stand just stiffly for the Lord. Go ahead.
That's why it says endure hardness as a good soldier. Right. We're going to go through things and different things like that, whether it be mentally, spiritually, or whatever the case may be. You're going to go through things. As I believe it was Malachi that said it, you're going to do things, whether you're in the world or whether you're in the truth.
All right, listen, we under the curses. Right, we under the curses in general. Would you rather be under the curses in the truth, knowing why you're going through the curses, or just a nigga in the world? And, wait, more worse. A nigga that comes in the truth and goes back into the world.
Damn.
Yeah. That's all.
You got that second Ezra 7?
I got it.
Damn, they hope for the wise.
I actually had that.
I got it right here. This is 2nd Ezra 7 and 18.
It's the hired, boy.
Come on, man. You thought you was fired up,
It's the boy.
Thought you fired up, but it's high up. Go ahead.
2nd Ezra 7 and 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer strange things and hope for wine, for they that have done wickedly have suffered the strange things, and yet shall not see the wine.
It ain't about this knowing why you're going through it. That's a big part. But it's the hope that's with it.
Yeah.
That's what keeps us going. Let's take Psalm 27 real quick. The last verse, I believe, King David said, I wouldn't slip. So I hope to see the Lord in the living. Right? Now, knowing also helps wisdom not to be significant at times, but ultimately, it's that hope. Go ahead.
Now, this book of Psalms 27, and I'm going to start at 12. It says, deliver me not over unto the will of mine, or my enemies, for false witnesses are risen up against me, and such as breathe out cruelty. Verse 13, I have fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. It says, wait on the Lord.
Read that over, Bible chapter.
This is the book of Psalms 27 and 12. And it says, deliver me not over unto the will of my enemies, for false witnesses are risen up against me, and such as breathe out cruelty. It says, I have fainted unless I have believed to see the goodness of the Lord.
I said, I have fainted unless I believe to see the goodness of the Lord. Go ahead.
God, and that's the point, man. That hope is what keeps us going, man. I just said we were in a world without hope. There, Ephesians 2nd chapter, man, just lost. Not having a purpose. In the world, man, we're talking about him, folks.
Hey, Hebrews 11, he said, these have died looking for the promise to come.
Yeah.
All right?
That's the spirit we in, man. We going through what we're going through. It's a chastisement, though. We understand why we're going through it, like Daniel. We understand it's the righteous judgment of Yahweh. It's the comfort. And on top of that, we got hope and comfort. This is what we had to go through. Adam sinned, death into the world. Now, shit, this is what we're dealing with, man. The Wadi Yahweh for the mercy, man.
Receive his mercy, therefore we faint not.
Yep.
Saying 2 Corinthians
4:1. Receive his mercy as a mercy. This work is our mercy, man. The Lord don't need us, we need him.
That's right.
But you Jake, he said he likened the daughter of Zion to a calmly and delicate woman, but it's a harsh woman, I heard a pimp say this, man. he was talking to he was giving advice, and he was talking about, man, I be telling young pimps this, you can't really be mad if the bitch don't choose, because these women don't want real men. They don't want a man presiding over them. And that's how Jake is with the Lord. They don't want his laws presiding over them. So they go out here and fuck with any type of nigga just not to have order.
Right, yeah, they that's a good point.
That's all I thought about.
They so wicked, they don't want a man over them. They get in situations where they sell their ass and he helps you. What they do, they don't get a dyke bitch to be their pimp. A bitch that ain't gonna help you do shit either. Y'all both gonna get the
knocked out right too.
rent.
I was just gonna say that. Knocked out.
But they don't want to be under a real man. It's like niggas don't want to be under the Lord. So they put themselves under Esau. Esau fucked us up every day. You niggas complain about Esau, yet they still go to Esau for help, man. They ain't talking about you niggas need to buy and sell. I'm talking about they go there for justice.
Everything.
That's right.
Everything.
They out there protesting to their enemy. Give us justice, Esau. Take your foot off my ass, please. I don't go to him to help you.
He just dug your stupid ass up.
Right.
And also, you got to get permission from them to even protest.
Yep,
Right. I would test against you, Esau.
I'm gonna let you run your fucking mouth. I'm gonna let you waste your time and run your mouth.
You ain't talking about the Messiah, are you? No. Then go ahead.
Right.
Because that don't mean shit. Anything outside of this don't mean shit.
Facts. And that's in Lamentations 4. It says they go to an enemy that hate a nation that hate them, but they ain't help. Lamentations 4 and 17, I believe.
Malachi 3 and 13 says, your words have been stout against me, said the Lord. Yet you say, what have you spoken so much against me? It said, it is vain to serve the Most High. What profit is it that we have kept his ordinance and that we have walked humbly before the Lord of hosts, man? Hey, you guys don't think there's no gift or reward in serving how about you on time, man?
Yep, because they want instant gratification. That's exactly. That's why they got us that fake. They don't have that Salaki. They don't have that fake. They need some shit that they can see. And this is what Benji was just quoting. This is Lamentations 4 and 17. It said, as for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that cannot save us.
Right.
They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, and our end is coming.
Right. They heard our steps, so you're going to go send for help instead of going to the Lord, man. The one that brought this upon us. It says they, after all this, they still won't seek the Lord, man.
At all. These same Edomites, all right, who stood against us when the Babylonians stood against us, you niggas want to go to them. Ain't one point in time in history they actually helped us.
Not one. And the scriptures let you know to never trust thy enemy, because he'll go crouching. You know, he'll make it look like it.
Even when the
Just to fuck you up.
Romans helped Israel with the whole Antiochus thing, it was really for their benefit at the end of the day. All right, that's why they crouch. Yeah, we'll help you out, and we'll do this and we'll do that. But at the end of the day, what the Romans do? Turn around and took Israel and put their ass into tribute, man. All right.
Yep.
Go ahead.
This is 2 Maccabees 6 and 12.
Shit, that's crazy. Maccabees, go ahead.
Now I beseech those that read this book that they be not discouraged for these calamities, but that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction.
Hold on. On the back burner, somebody hold Acts 14 and 22. Go ahead.
Got it. It says,
There we go.
it says, but they that judge those punishments not to be for destruction, but for a chastening of our nation.
Right. Chastising of our nation. Right? The Lord is scourging us, well, let's say little by little, but the nations, He gonna do all at once to destroy their ass, man. Go ahead.
It says, for it is a token of His great goodness when wicked doers are not suffered any long time, but forthwith punished.
So the Lord ain't gonna go through all these stages with the nations like He's doing with Israel. The Lord gonna jack their ass up all at once. At least we get in our ass whooped little by little. So the Lord is telling us, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. Get in order, get in line. All right, you nations.
Stole our vote.
As the strokes go, 40 minus 1, we dealing with that. He says, hey, when I go to strike their ass, there's no limit to the strokes I'm going to be able to put on you. There's no limit to the strokes. Like he said, we get the 40 minus 1. But y'all go get the unlimited ass whooping. Right. We gonna draw blood and everything else out your ass.
Yeah. It says verse 14, for not as with other nations whom the Lord patiently forbeareth to punish.
Right, because when we go back to that Revelations 18, it says their sins have reached into heaven. So the Lord is patiently waiting to judge you. Judge you all at once. That's what we need. All right? Go ahead.
It says, till they become to the fullness of their sins, so dealeth he with us.
Right, so they come to the fullness of their sins. All right? Because even, you understand, even after the destruction of Babylon, Edom's still going to be Edom. Edom's still going to curse the Lord. Edom's still going to be doing all these abominable things, man. Right, it's going to take 1,000 years to burn this fucking Edomite out, man.
Unlimited strokes.
Unlimited. Like Pops was talking about, man.
Oh, wow.
I mean, slow.
It says, lest that, being come to the height of sin, afterwards he shall take vengeance of us.
Right.
And therefore he never withdraweth his mercy from us.
And there you go. Hey, so
that's the point.
A harsh reality is not really that harsh, man. A real harsh reality is the fact that we sin against the Most High.
Yeah.
But a harsh reality, you know, because what happened was harsh. Buck breaking, strange fruit, all the shit we went through is mercy.
Oh.
And you gotta think of it in that light.
Because when Job was going through it, it said he didn't curse the Most High. He didn't charge the Most High foolishly either. We have Jeremiah 3rd chapter says, only acknowledge thy ways thou hast sinned against me and played the heart of the apple tree. We fucked up with the Lord. We was doing dicks, man. As a nation, we was doing dicks, man. That's some fucked up shit, man. He said, what more could I have done for my plant, man? For my vineyard? The Lord looked after us, man. He hooked us up, decked us out, man. You know, so what we got is what we fucking earned, man. It's a blessing. The Lord's giving us mercy, man.
You ain't sick of me, but you don't serve me.
I would go back to my first husband that gave me my
wine and my wax. Lord, he gonna hide himself. He hid himself for a moment, man. And now he's showing himself. Shit, this how to grab hold, man. Hold fast that which God has. What that nigga say on all the Benjamins? $50 million worth of lottery tickets, nigga. I'm insane. Insane, bro. We gotta be obsessed with this wisdom, man. Hey, not Melvin, Marvin. What's that nigga name on Players Club? Myron. Like Myron. Hey, but he was in the right spirit. Hey, because Wisdom Solomon talks about tracing wisdom steps. Bro, you really got to be a stalker with wisdom. It said you got to just want to trace her steps. You following her. It talks about hiding her bushes, then jumping into her window. That's right. That's all we got to do with wisdom, man. A real woman appreciates that. Think about it. This man is persistent. He really wants it.
It's that Rapunzel spirit, man. Nigga right. Waiting at the tower, but it's a Conor McGregor saying, man. He got one of his sayings, man, and I always equate it to the truth for life in general, because that's my nigga, man. But he said, I'm not talented. I was just absolutely obsessed. This was something I wanted to do. I didn't know how to do this or that shit, or nothing. You don't have to be the deepest nigga in the world, man. You just have to be obsessed with this, man.
Hey, that's what wisdom. King Solomon was the perfect example. He said, I am young. I don't know how to go in and out. He said, I don't know how to go in and out. That's in modern terms. This motherfucker say, you don't know your ass from your ass.
Yep.
Basically, he said, I don't know how to go in and out. How can I judge this nation unless you give me wisdom? He was obsessed with the point. In his dream, the spirit was on him, of course, the spirit. He ain't want nothing else but to be able to have wisdom to rule over Israel, man. That's got to be our focus. I got to be single on the wisdom.
Hey, turn on the light. You've been looking for it. You got to be out with a daylight and a flashlight. What Future said, man.
Looking for it in the hallway.
Yeah. But he said it. He said, I want the energy to try to take control of me. I try to go to sleep. I see you in my dreams. That's how you got to be with me. That's why the Lord related to a woman.
He said perfection of wisdom is to think that.
And though he punished with adversity, yet does he never forsake his people.
Right, like Paul said in Romans 11, Lord should never have the Lord done away with his people. God forbid. All right. Go ahead, Kanasha, with that 14:22.
I got a couple real quick. This Acts 14 and 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith.
Right, confirming them, exhorting them to continue in the faith. Right? Go ahead.
And that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's the only way we're going to enter into the kingdom of heaven. We got to go through this shit. All right? Like the brother said, slavery, strange fruit, buck breaking, all these different imaginable things we had to go through.
Hey, the Elder Malcolm had brought out, we was training one day, and he had brought out these damn devils, man. They used to bury the Jake to his head and pour like fucking molasses or some shit on their head. And how the shit all the bees, ants, all that shit, eat fucking head. Eat that shit. I think the white man, look, man, we gonna put our foot in these motherfuckers' ass. I can't wait to tell you. To the Lord give us the vision. That's another thing we fight for. Won't you niggas want revenge? That's Revelation 13. It said, literally, this is the patience and the faith of the saints, man. This is what we're waiting for. We're looking forward to being able to get revenge on these devils, man. We fucked up here. If you don't realize how fucked up you are, now people are because of this devil, you got a fucking power, man. But knowing that this devil is the reason we like this, ain't nothing else to do but to endure, all right? So we can get that revenge. We got every reason to endure, zero to stop, man. The mercies, the blessings, the new bodies, them ain't perfect. The revenge, all right, the women, all that, man, it's reasons to endure.
That's why the scripture says, if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. You're not rejoicing at the fact that we have mercy from Yahweh Shem Yahushua through this ministry and actually hearing this word and gaining faith through hearing this word. Hey, you're bugged out, man. You're bugged out.
I got another precept. This
Then you fucking soft.
God,
You know, capital, you niggas soft.
This 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17. For our light affliction.
Hit verse 1 first, then go down to that.
This 2 Corinthians 4:1. Therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not.
That's plain. Ain't no thing, man.
God.
All right, we always abound in the work of the Lord, man. There is a reward for this.
Yep.
That's 2 Corinthians.
Yes, sir.
You the point you at 17. He just went to 17 now. Yep. Man, read to 4. Read 1 through 4, man.
All right.
That's hard, man. Man, read 1 through 4.
2 Corinthians 4:1 again. Therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not, but have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty.
And these why these niggas don't like us, man. Cause we not with the hidden things of dishonesty. Go ahead.
Not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of God deceitfully.
Right, we don't have a gimmick. We don't have no TD Jakes or
No ulterior motive.
No,
Right.
exactly. No filthy lucre sake. We just really out here.
Right.
Right. For our salvation and for yours, shit. That's right. That's right.
But by manifestation of the truth, commending ourselves to every man's conscience in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
And that word, that's right. No, I'm just going to use my say perishing. Yep. Yeah, that's the spirit. It means to perish. When you look up in the Greek, it basically says one who's set up to be doomed, man.
Yes.
Who's damned. That's just your lot. There you go. You don't receive this word, it's because you meant to die. And that's why you brothers, look, man, stop chasing your stupid ass uncle, your baby mama. Yeah. All right. Whoever it may be, that look, these niggas, if they don't get it, fuck them. God damn, man. He said it is hid to them that are lost. You better be happy to and rejoice that the Lord gave you this mercy to receive it, man. I ain't putting no nigga in the head like putting the Bible on his head. Do you believe? No. Leave them niggas alone, man. Finish that out. And then go ahead.
In whom The power of this world has blinded the minds of them which believe not.
Right. So they've been blinded by this false sense of hope that they have, man. By Esau, Edom, you know, the spiritual demon Satan, and ultimately the Lord ain't dealing with them, man. So he let them demons take a hold of him, because he protected us from that. Long as we keep fighting, he gonna keep fighting for us, man. And he gonna keep protecting and shielding us. Go ahead.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra 9:22. It says, "Let the multitude perish, then which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect." Right. So these 2/3 out here was made to be perished in vain, or was born in vain. You know, the Lord is keeping His grape, which is His hope for righteous elect.
That's right. Tanasha gotta finish that. I think he's going down to 17.
He read everybody point but his own. Go ahead. No, we had to read for
Oh,
us.
so like, this verse.
We had to read for us.
Oh, okay.
It's your honor.
For this 2 Corinthians 4:17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, working for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. So the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua said that our affliction that we're going through is a very light affliction, man. All right, how much more when the heathen goes into slavery, man? We're gonna put our foot down their throats, man. They ain't gonna be no mercy, man, because they didn't show us mercy, man. All right, they took crafty counsel against us, according to Psalms 83, man. They believe in you reap what you sow until it comes to them.
Well, they don't believe in that shit at all. We believe in that. They don't believe in that. They don't believe in no type of justice. If they believe that right now, they'll be right here with their fucking head getting cut. They don't believe that.
True.
They don't want real justice.
The Lord believes
Right,
that.
They don't even want to see Esau get fucked up, man.
Right.
These niggas that go protest against Esau and don't want to see Esau get his judgment.
Right.
The 2nd Ezra 8:38. For indeed I will not think on the disposition of them which have sinned before death, before judgment, before destruction. And I will rejoice over the disposition of the righteous. I remember also their pilgrimage and the salvation and the reward that they shall have, man. As we think about the reward that the Lord has in store for us, not what. Hey, we already know the world and the 2/3 are gonna get, man. We're gonna get destruction.
That's right.
You know.
And then even with they little knickknacks and shit and pat on the back that the so-called white man give them, they still miserable. They live miserable lives. Look at this nigga Will Smith with everything in the world. Right. But that's to show you what profit a man gain the whole world and lose his soul. We don't care about the shit Esau got to offer. This nigga Kanye West, man. No matter how rich you is, how talented you is, none of that shit, man. If you eat the devil pie, you gonna shit from it. It's gonna ruin your fucking stomach, man. Right, he should have got the white guy. Look at Carlson.
Hey, this bagging up what brother saying about these 2/3 of the shit they catch. This is Zechariah 7 on slide 11. But they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear. Yea, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, which they should hear the laws and the words which Yahweh of hosts have sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from Yahweh of hosts. Therefore it came to pass that as he cried, and they will not hear. So they cried, and I will not hear, says Yahweh of hosts. So this is what we got coming down the pipe now. We listen, we hear, we are trying to hear our life as close to as possible to the law, statutes, and commandments, to the things we're supposed to do, but y'all don't want to hear. So when the shit has absolutely hit the fan, and there's no doubt about it, and you motherfuckers are crying out, where them guys at, and what's this and what's that?
That's crazy niggas at.
The Lord gonna be like, oh no, ain't none of that.
You niggas gonna be somewhere getting knife raped and starved to death.
Yep.
When that Amos 8, the 8th chapter come into effect, you know, they're gonna be looking for us.
Right,
no
man.
Ain't gonna be nowhere to be found.
God, the scripture says, seek him while he may be found, man. In that day, like, it's no point of you having faith because you're gonna see all this stuff happen.
Exactly.
Especially when the Lord come back.
That ain't faith.
Right.
Right. Exactly, man.
I got something real quick.
That's not faith. Go ahead.
Isaiah 26:16, it says, Yahweh, in trouble have they visited thee. They poured out a prayer when no chance he was upon them. Like as a woman with child that draws near the time of delivery is in pain, and crieth out in her pangs, so have we been in thy sight, O Lord. Hey, when the time comes, you're gonna start crying out for the Lord, and he ain't gonna hear you, man.
You're gonna laugh at
You
your
start getting
calamity.
jacked up, you start getting them damn judgments put upon you, man. You sit here thinking about, well, I'm trying to eat my daughter today or eat it tomorrow, man.
This is 2 Ezra 9 and 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways. 2 Ezra 9 and 7. And everyone be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils.
See that? So he said they gonna be preserved from the said perils. The elect. Hopefully we are the elect, and that's why we out here. Go ahead.
And shall see my salvation in my land, within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Hey, that's you 2/3, man. You 2/3. You guys, hey, y'all hear the Lord. Y'all do not want to hear the law of the Lord. Y'all do not want to hear anything that the Lord has to say, man. Y'all want to hear smooth words, soothsayings. That's what you want to hear, man. It says, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. Hey, that's what's going on right now, man. This place, this place of repentance is open unto you. Week in and week out, hey, day in and day out, brothers are making lessons, going week in and week out, stretching out their hands. Hey, we're just getting the blood off our hands at this point, man. That's all we're doing. It says, the same must know it after death by pain. That's plain.
I got something back to that. This is the book of Ezekiel 14 and 21. It says, for thus said the Lord Yahweh, how much more when I send my four sword judgments upon Jerusalem, the sword and the famine, and the noisome beast, and the pestilence, to cut off from it man and beast. Right, this is coming. This was coming to 2/3 of our people. You know,
You say the noisome beast.
the noisome.
Hey, these animals that go wind up in places that you're not expecting, the cougars and shit that can randomly wind up downtown.
They gonna be like sponge.
That's it, exactly. Yeah.
Monkeys beat the shit out you.
Them newly made beasts that the scriptures talks about
A
also.
lion monkey. A lion monkey gonna be beating the shit out you. A lion with monkey.
He wasn't just GMO of food and shit. He GMO in animals and shit.
Yeah.
Like some DNAs and shit.
Yeah, I think in Texas called the Texas Blue Dog, man. Motherfucker look just like a have front back legs, man.
Oh,
And they try to as a dog with mange. Don't know domesticated dog has back
Probably
legs.
got fucking hell of a jaw
Hell
punch.
bite.
Yeah.
Hell of like.
Hey, that's why the scripture says in Malachi 40th chapter, all these things were created for the wicked, man.
That's right.
The sword, famine, pestilence, strife, destruction, all those things were created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. This time around, it's gonna be, hey, the coming of the Son of Man is gonna be like the days of Noah. These people are not gonna know when it hits them. It's gonna be just like how when Noah entered into the ark, they're gonna see the clouds crack. It's gonna be too late. It's gonna be way too late.
Too late to apologize, man.
I got a precept for
You
you.
niggas gonna be caught shorter than Keisha ponytail. Let's go.
Damn.
Damn.
There go right there. Shrivel up. There, shrivel up shorter than the black bitch ponytail.
Yeah. This 1 Thessalonians 5:2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahweh Shem Yahshai so cometh as a thief in the night.
That's right.
For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child. They shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. All right?
We standing out there on the tower looking right now.
All right.
Sounding the alarm. Telling you, hey, this is what's coming down the pipe. Hey, close your ears to it if you want to. Like I said, hey, you gonna close your ears But Yahweh Bashimao Shah gonna open your eyes.
Right, man. He's not. Of course, nobody knows the day or time.
Exactly.
But he lets you know around.
I mean, the scriptures say you be occupied in prophecies. You see the prophecies popping off, you know it's the end, man.
Yep.
You see, us waking up prove it's the end.
Come.
It ain't nowhere in hell I thought I'd ever be doing this. Anything but this. I mean, come on. Especially here. I'm not a Chicago rapper. I really was a man my whole life. Right here. You got something, brother?
This is book of Matthew 13 and 16. It says, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. Why? It's that we got the truth that how about you now try as working us to the truth. Because any one of us can be a two-third nigga out here, you know, selling drugs or whatever the case may be. You know, and it says, verse 17, it says, for verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them.
Back on that. And that was back then. How much more now?
Exactly. How much more now? That was a good point. Because when Yahweh Shah died and rose, you know, that was the end of the beginning of the end. Now this is the end of the end.
That's right.
It says, 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. You know what time it is, man. We don't need to be you know, getting you up from the couch and shit, man. Waking you up. You already know what time it is, man. It says, verse 2, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon the woman with child, and they shall not escape.
So it came out again. We just read that, right?
Yeah, it was 3 times.
Because it's the truth. Hey, man, there you go. What is 3? Understanding?
Man.
Three is understanding.
Man.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like I said, look. The prophecies is whittled down to such a magnificent few right now that we gonna sound like a broken record.
Hey, listen, I say it all the time. We the best broken record you ever heard.
That's right.
Yeah. Man, it's just what you're saying.
It's like that timeless song, man. It's just so dope. Every time you hear it, like, God damn.
And who else said it, man? Nobody else said it outside of the prophets. Nobody else is saying this, man. That's why the Apostle Elder always says, what this thing about, this is ours, man. You know, the Lord gave this to us.
That's right. Hey, that's why it's important to cleave unto the Lord, man. The more that we cleave unto the Lord, hey, when we give our diligence to make our calling and election sure, hey, when we actually get that salvation, man, we're gonna know everything that we worked for was worth it. When we start to get saved, when we start to get delivered from certain troubles that we start to go through, man, we're gonna know that everything was worth it. This is Job 5 and 19. He shall deliver thee in troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death. Hey, there's famine coming. Hey, all these industries burning down, chicken shortages, all these things going down, man. All of that's not a coincidence, man.
But what does Scripture say, man? My servant shall eat, man,
My
but
servant
you
shall
shall
drink.
hunger. Yeah.
My servant shall drink, but you shall be thirsty. My servant shall rejoice, but you shall. Hey, you people are gonna be mourning, man.
Yep.
It says,
Like a bunch of bitches.
yup. Hey, this says that the mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
Hey,
It says,
we crying now so we can laugh later. But we ain't crying as a bitching. We just crying inside for the abomination that's done amidst thereof. Like this brother say all the time, you know, it's like a woman crying out getting raped. We crying out. We actually know we being offended right now by this damn devil, man. And we crying for the Lord to deliver us, man.
Because if you're not crying out, then you with it then.
Exactly. Exactly.
it says, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. You know what type of spirit you gotta have to laugh at destruction and famine? The Lord is gonna have to put that spirit on you, man. You're not just gonna wake up one day, you know, beat cup out of nowhere, man. It doesn't work like that. You have to put in the work right now. It says, verse 23, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. And that's exactly why we're giving our diligence to make our calling and election sure. When these times come, we're going to need that hedge of protection to get saved from famine, to get saved from destruction, to get saved from all these things, man. And to be in league with the stones of the field, man. The Lord is going to give power to his elect in that day. But to the rest, you 2/3, you're not going to escape this destruction, man. No matter how hard you try, you're not going to escape the judgment of the Lord.
This book of Ezekiel.
We gonna close it out with what the brother got. Hold on, bro. You got that. All right, no, get what you got, and then he gonna get that.
This is the book of Ezekiel 9:4. It says, "And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark," right? That's the mark of exemption. Upon the set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh, and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Verse 5, it says, "And to the others he said in my hearing, Go ye after him through the city, and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity." You know, smite means to kill. In verse 6, it says, "Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary." Then they begin at the ancient man which were before the house. Right, so the Lord, got that mark of exemption, which is the hopeful righteous elect, and the Lord got that mark to slay these 2/3.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 2. One day shall say, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and it shall be amazed at all the strangeness of the salvation.
So we looking for the cracking of the cloud, for the War of the World movies and this, that, and the other to jump off and become a reality.
We're hoping for it.
We're hoping for it.
We're looking forward to
it. Because it's our salvation. And if you really believe you look and you really believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you'll be waiting for that too, man. Okay. You wouldn't have no, because the Lord said he doesn't give the spirit of fear. Exactly. You should be found working. You want to be found working when he comes. If you doing the work, you ain't got no problem with that, man. But let's finish it out. We're gonna close it out.
It shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that look for. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 3, through the Holy Scriptures, and it reads, "And they repented and groaning, and for anguish of spirit, and shall they within themselves, this is what he whom we have sometimes in derision, and a proverb."
So these Edomites going to be shook up when this jump off. Because they had the Israelites, the apple of the Lord's eye, in derision, jacked up, fucked up, twisted up. But in the end, when them chariots show up and the salvation start coming, they're gonna be like, this one going to happen. I didn't know this was gonna happen this way. What now?
Should listen to them crazy
Slavery
niggas.
now. Yeah, should listen to them. Go ahead, read.
A proverb of a reproach.
Go ahead.
The next chapter, Wisdom of Solomon 5 and verse 4, through the Holy Scriptures, and it reads, "We fools accounted his life madness."
So they look at us as mad. We crazy as a fuck. We the fools. We standing out here. Okay, they want to look at us and want to know. We wasn't paying attention. We didn't think that. We didn't know this. Where they at? No, it's done. It's a wrap. It's about faith, and you didn't have it. That's it. You didn't have it. So since you didn't have it, you can't catch it now. Go ahead, please.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 5. "How is he the number among the children of Yahweh thy power?"
So he the children of the Lord? Him? This dude. This is the one.
The nigga.
The
porch buck.
The one that we made be the Lord's law while we was at the highest of high.
I'm not gonna say that.
The wetbacks, the fucking niggas, the motherfucking, like you said, the porch monkeys. That's it.
That's why they call us that nation undesired.
That's right. The bywords. We the ones that had all the bywords good stuff too.
I'm gonna read it again. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 5, for edification's sake. How is he number among the children of Yahweh thy power, and his lot is among the saints.
So this is it. So we're hoping to be part of the saints, and we standing out here doing the work and whatnot. Does that make us? We don't know. But well, guess what? We got hope that it is.
Be diligent to make your calling and election sure. So with that being said, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us the truth and to the hopes of the elect. Endure, shalom, and above.